All right, ladies and gentlemen, how the hell are you on a Sunday fun day? Holy shit, this guy's got me up bright and early. Only because we got a major time difference. We are talking to Dusk over in
What's up?
Saudi
What's up?
Arabia. And I'll tell you what, I never thought Saudi Arabia had much metal scene, but he sent me two songs. One
Yeah,
was Karma Will Find
yeah.
You, and I can't remember the other song, but I was just, oh my God, I was blown away. So,
It was lethal perspectives.
all right, how does
Yeah.
how is your metal scene over there?
Well, honestly, man, I didn't know. I didn't even know myself that there was a metal scene in Saudi until I came back. So I was studying from 2013 till 2019. I was in the UAE in Dubai. I was studying there for my uni, and I got serious in music there when I in my first year there in 2013. So I got back to guitar as well while I was there, and once I finished everything and came back to Saudi, and I've already been serious about music, and this is what I wanted to do. I started to look for musicians and like places to play and stuff like that, and I was shocked that there was a huge metal scene, man, here, and it goes back all the way to 1994, and that's
Oh,
the year I was born.
oh
Imagine
wow,
that. Oh yeah,
yeah.
oh yeah. I mean, the year I was born, one of the guys I know now in the community, shout out to Nader, he's the OG in the metal scene, or like in the rock scene, let's say.
Okay.
Back in 1994, the year I was born, he had a gig, like an underground gig in I think the Eastern Province from Saudi Arabia. That when I knew this information, man, I almost went crazy. I had no idea there was like a full scene here.
Right, yeah. I mean, knowing that part of the world, I'm shocked to find you sent me the message, and I'm like, Saudi Arabia, okay. Now, how does that work out? Because I know they're really strict over there. Is metal allowed?
Well, they were strict a few years back. Yeah, you're absolutely right. There were the days when the older guys when they used to play all underground. And there was an issue. There was a time when they got raided by the police, basically, and that
For
was like a
listening to
long
metal.
for having the show, for having a concert, an illegal underground concert. People got
Okay.
people paid to get in. There was like tickets. So after all these years, when things started to change and the country opened up for music and like events and other stuff, the older generation and the new generation started to like really focus on their presence and their social media and all that.
Okay.
So it was strict. Now it's not too much. It's allowed. You can play, but what we don't have still, because it's a fresh ground. It's still a fresh ground. We don't have like enough venues. We don't have the regulations like you guys have in regards of music industry. We don't have all that yet.
Okay.
So basically, it's a free for all still.
Well, and he says regulations. My opinion about that. You guys know my opinion. If a band wants to play, they should be allowed to set up and play wherever the hell they want.
I totally agree, man. But like, I mean, okay, so uh, like something they took advantage of, the people took advantage of when the country started open up to music. They started making this like wannabe agencies to contract with artists and like promote them and stuff, and they do this insanely deals to break out of the deal of the contract. Like I once got approached, that's like a personal situation that happened with me. I got approached from an agency, one of those like fake agency, let's say. If I wanted to get out of the deal, I had to pay them half a million riyals. That's a lot of money. I'm not sure how much is it in dollars. Let me convert it real quick.
Half a
So
million liras. You're still talking in probably a couple
reals.
$1,000.
Oh yeah, it's a couple $100,000 actually. It's like half a million, let's say, but in our currency, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. So this is only to break out of the contract. And they had some other stuff like and they didn't even treat them like musicians, man. Like they used to pay them nickels in regards of what they were getting money from, you know? Like
Right.
they contract with other like event managers and promoters, and they get paid like $100,000, 100,000 real, and they pay. Yeah, tell me.
I've been saying it for years. That's just the nature of the beast, you know. The
Yeah,
the management's gonna make a dollar while the artist is gonna make a dime, and it's not fair because they're the ones doing all the legwork. And that's kind of why Jim started Asgard Radio. Because over
yeah,
here, there's bands that actually pay for airplay.
sure,
And
yeah,
and
yeah,
and
yeah.
we've always says we will never charge a band for airplay. We will
That's
never
awesome,
charge
man.
a band nothing. If anything, we're trying to give back to the bands by, we're trying to do a music festival and we play
Yeah.
your music, and your music's now heard literally around the world. We have listeners in every single country except for North Korea.
All
So
right, that's fair.
so who's your influences in metal? What made you first decide, dude, I want to play some of that?
Well, the first, like the early years that I wanted to pick up the guitar, that was Buckethead. That was like purely Buckethead, bro.
Buckethead, yes,
Yeah.
the soothsayer.
Oh man. When I first heard the song, I was in the sixth, seventh grade. I don't know. I'm not sure. Like I was very young. I'm 28 now, so we're talking like years back,
He,
dude.
he says he was very young, but he's 28 now.
No, like, I was like, I was like, bro, I was like, what, 9, like, I don't know, like 10, something like this.
Okay.
I was, I was too young to understand, to fully understand this instrument, you know. But I heard Buckethead, and he was my first influence for me to wanting to buy a guitar. Other influences back in the day, Evanescence, Linkin Park. I
Okay.
love those bands. Yeah. Then my relationship with the guitar was on and off because we didn't have like, as I said, it was strict and we didn't have like teachers, stuff like that. We didn't have anything.
You
So it
just
was
had to
on and
sit
off.
down and figure it out.
Exactly, exactly. Like we don't. I think even YouTube wasn't a big thing back in the day. Like we didn't even think about, oh, let's say if I want to learn something, I'll go to YouTube. We didn't have this mindset yet.
Right.
Yeah, so it was on and off for years, and when I got to college in the UAE, a strange thing happened, man. Like I switched fully from listening to like heavier stuff to EDM. I went to a concert, and I fell in love with this genre, with DJing and the EDM and the electronic music, basically.
Okay.
So I became a DJ. Like this is when I took it seriously. I went to an academy. I took a degree in DJing and stuff like that, and I wanted to do production as well. And right then and there, I said, "Oh, if I wanted to do production, I need to pick up the guitar because I love this instrument. I need to do a lot of things with it." Once I did, and I actually like dedicated myself to learn it fully, I said, "Okay, why not?" At this moment, I got bored. Like that was like from 2013 to 2015, so a few years being a DJ. I got bored eventually. I said, okay, I know how to play the guitar. I can be better. Why don't I go back to my roots? And this is when I did this in 2019. This is when I made the switch back to metal and rock.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Well,
that's basically my story about guitar.
I had one person tell me I used to be a heavy equipment operator, and this one person told me, and I've put this in every aspect of my life. You
Yeah.
can do the same thing every day for 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. You will never master it. Some of the greatest guitar players
Yeah.
were still learning new things up until the day they died. I mean,
And that's what I love about the instruments, man. Like I actually love and appreciate this fact about it. DJing, as much as it's fun and like there's a lot of creativity, you're still limited in a way. This is how I see it, at least. But in playing the guitar, especially the guitar from all the other instruments, I feel this instrument, man, it's so magical. Like it's not cheesy. I know it's cheesy, but it's not cheesy.
all
It's
right.
seriously, there's something about this instrument that it's just keep on giving, you know?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I know how to play four chords. I can't put them together to make a single song, but every day, every chance I
Yeah,
get to annoy my
yeah,
wife, you bet
yeah.
your ass I'm gonna go over and grab one and just fuck
Just play,
around.
bro. Just play. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
totally get you. And that's why I love it. That's why I got back to it. That's why I'm dedicated my whole life to it now.
And the way I am, I listen to rock, I listen to metal, but my style of playing guitar is more of a blues. Just
That's
because
fair.
just because that's just the way I play around with the frets and come out, and it always sounds like that should be something in a blues song.
Yeah, yeah, I get you, bro. I actually, when I started learning back the instrument, I started with like soft rock, blues, a bit of jazz. I didn't go all the way to metal yet. I was still
Okay.
learning the instrument, so I needed to start somewhere easy, somewhat easy, you know.
You
So I
see,
started with blues, yeah,
right, and personally, my playing guitar, I love the blues, Robert Johnson, Muddy Waters, shit
yeah,
like that. And I'll go back and I'll listen to their style of playing and just try to mimic it. And
yeah, yeah. That's awesome, man. That's
because,
awesome.
like I said, we can't have rock and roll today if we didn't have the blues first.
Yeah, hell, of course. I absolutely agree with this. I absolutely agree with this.
So,
Hell yeah.
oh, I lost my airplane of thought here. So you've been how long have you been playing?
All right. So since I got back to it, I think like 7 years now, straight,
Okay, okay.
nonstop.
Uh,
7 years,
I
eight
know
years,
you
something
said
like
you
this.
really don't have limited venues and stuff over there, but any
Yeah.
ideas or thoughts on touring?
I'm planning to do a tour, actually, a Middle East tour, or like a GCC tour that's in the Gulf city countries. I
Okay.
didn't even announce it. You're the first person to know about this.
Ooh,
I'm planning to
cool.
do this. Yeah. And I'm also planning to, like, I don't know, I'm planning to do a Europe tour. I'm planning to do a US tour. I don't mind playing shows, man. Like, I really want to play shows now because I've been working on this album for the past year. And
I,
now I'm done. I want to have fun with it. I'm not creating music anytime soon. So all
well,
I want to do for this coming year, just play shows.
I'll tell you what, when you get to the United States and you're
Yeah.
on your little United States tour, traveling around city to city, go to asgardradio.com, click on Asgard Connect, and we actually have a whole network of people that are background checked and vetted, and their contact information is right there on the web page to let musicians spend the night at their house, get a good home cooked
Awesome.
meal, do some laundry, good comfy bed to sleep in, so you ain't got to spend money parking your RV or getting a hotel room, because
Dude, that
that's
would that you know what? You know what, Chris? That would actually boost the US tour even further to make it
right.
actually happen.
Well, and that's why I said, here at Asgard Radio, we're all about helping the
That's
musicians, the
awesome, man.
bands, and personally, we ask for nothing from the band in return.
Dude,
We just want to help you guys spread the music.
I wish, Chris, I actually and genuinely wish everyone have the same mindset as yours. I think if everyone did, I think musicians would be a lot in a better situation now.
Right.
To
Well,
all musicians, you know.
and it's all the brainchild of Jim Slider Harwood. Uh, and I've been a radio DJ for many years, and I was on another program I was really unhappy with, and I quit that program. And then
Yeah.
when I found Slider and found Asgard Radio, I said, "Yep, this is where I need to be."
That's awesome, man.
He's all for the bands, all for the musicians. I'm trying to pull this up real quick, but my cat likes to walk across my keyboard,
Yeah, it's all good, man.
and then I gotta figure out what buttons they pushed. And all right, here we go. Because I'm trying to figure out what you sent me the other day. Because, like I said, I was expecting a lot of sitars and maybe some belly dancing, but then,
No,
but
bro,
then,
that's
but then I heard lethal perspective and karma will find you. I heard that lethal perspective, and I was, holy shit, this is fucking metal.
dude. Aaron is from New York, by the way. He has a big band in New York, Solomon Vision.
Okay.
They're really good, and I think they're going on tour soon.
Oh, right on. Uh,
Yeah.
now, how does that work out? Did he send you the vocals and you just mix it together, or?
So the process you mean? So the process is I basically choose the song, the theme, and I don't write lyrics. I prefer to make everyone who's gonna feature with me or sing on the track to write his own because there's more connection to it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But what I do know, and I give them the guide of like the theme or the story behind the music. And this is what I did to all the artists who got on the album with me. Aaron was one of them. I told him like, okay, so write something because the song was very aggressive, and the album goes into two themes. We can talk about this later if you want. So his song is in the first theme, the first section of the album, which is more aggressive and guitar focused. And I mean, Aaron is a beast, as you can hear, bro. Aaron is a damn beast when it comes
Right.
to vocals. So I was very happy to work with him. Yeah, and he exactly. We didn't even have to change the lyrics. Actually, we just did a few demos about the flow of the vocals itself, not the lyrics. The lyrics was on point since day one.
Okay. Yeah, because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm sitting there listening, and I'm like, dude, that is just the vocals were clean, the guitar work was
Oh yeah.
clean. I mean, I would have swore that was released by Capital EMI or something like that. I mean,
Oh man.
it sounded
No man.
great.
It's the I do the music, Aaron did the lyrics and the vocals, and my friend Tom Haberland, he's the producer I always work with,
Okay.
Crushing Waves. Let me double check on that because I want to shout him out. So he's the mind behind the sound you hear, the production you're hearing, man.
Okay.
Crushing Wave Studio. Shout out to Tom.
Did you say Pressure Wave Studio?
Crushing.
Oh, Crushing Wave Studio. Okay, okay. I was
Yeah.
gonna say, wait a second. I know Pressure Wave Studios.
No, no, no. Crush. He's based in Germany.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
And I know that's not easy to do because a lot of bands I know because of COVID right now, they're
yeah.
getting drum tracks shipped in from one part, guitar tracks shipped in, vocals, and then they got to mix it all together in the studio. And I know that cannot be easy.
It's not easy, man. Especially if I'm dealing with someone like, let's say, with Aaron. He's from New York, and it's a lot of time difference. When it's like what? It's 3 a.m. here. I'm ready to go to bed. It's like early night in New York, I think.
Right.
So I had to stay up a lot of nights during the
And
album because I wanted to contact the people I'm working with.
and it's what, 3:30 in the afternoon there now?
It's 4:30, yeah, in the afternoon, yeah,
Okay.
PM.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm at 7:30 in the morning. I just crawled out of bed a little bit ago, grabbed a cup of coffee, and
Damn,
came into the studio.
damn, bro. I'm sorry, man. We could have
Hey,
made it
no,
a
no, no,
few.
no. It's all good, man. My cats woke me up before and I rolled
I'll
over,
tell
and
me
it's
about it.
like, well, shit, time to get up and do this. I mean,
Appreciate it, man.
rock and roll don't
Appreciate
stop,
your
man,
time.
and I'm not going to either. It's no problem,
I
brother.
appreciate your time, brother. I really appreciated your time, man. Thank you.
No, we appreciate you, dude, bringing us some kick-ass rock and roll, hard-hitting heavy metal. Uh,
Thank you, bro.
so you've been doing this for a while. You've done some shows.
Yeah, I did some shows.
Uh, I,
Yeah, tell me.
I gotta ask one of my favorite questions. Out
Yeah.
there on the road doing a show, what's the weirdest, craziest, the one thing that made you turn your head, look at your buddy, and say, "Dude, did that really just happen?" What's the craziest shit you've seen?
Well, we didn't experience this yet, but I'm pretty damn sure we're gonna experience it on this tour. For the tour we're planning, it's gonna be on May. We did not experience anything weird yet, but one time an announcer just like he basically shat on a band. You know, I'm not gonna say names because it's a small community. But one time, an announcer was presenting a band, and he just shattered on them. And he's just an
Oh,
announcer. He just should announce the band, man. Like nothing else. I have no idea why he did this extra step to shit on the band. I don't know why.
oh, just talking shit on the band.
Yeah. Basically,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I thought dude was up on stage. Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh
tonight at the
no,
Roxy, we
not
got so and so, and then just pooped himself.
no. Like no, not literally. But he basically did it in words.
Yeah,
For
that's.
no reason. For no reason, man.
I'm sorry if I seen someone do that. I'd be, dude, what the fuck's your problem? Can we listen to the band play before we decide whether they suck or not
Exactly.
first?
Exactly. That's exactly what we said. We looked at each other and then we said, "Oh man, okay. First minute in, and that's how we're going. Okay."
Oh. Now, let me ask one of my other favorite questions I like to ask people, and this is one question that really lets me know a lot about a person.
Okay.
So, if you could sit down and
Yeah.
have dinner with one person throughout history, living or dead, who would you want to talk to?
Oh my God, bro. I mean, there's a lot of people, but musically or like anyone.
Okay,
So if we're talking in music, I would say Hendrix for sure.
good one.
Yeah. If we're talking about like history, I don't know, man. Like, I have no idea. Maybe someone like a leader or something like back in the. Oh, maybe the pharaohs, man. I would sit with some of the pharaohs
Okay.
when we get down to understanding how the fuck they build the pyramids once and for all.
Well, they sat down and they took this big jar of honey and this big jar of yeast and they mixed it together and became Superman.
God damn, bro. But yeah, Hendrix. I would love to sit with Hendrix, honestly.
I get Hendrix. Oh my God, he was amazing, and
Yeah,
one of my personal favorites in the music industry, Lemmy.
for sure.
He was a roadie for Hendrix, and
Yeah,
one of my favorite stories. He says there's one thing I learned from being a roadie for Hendrix is that I
yeah,
don't need to play fucking guitar.
yeah.
So he started playing bass.
Bro,
And
Hendrix is an amazing artist, and he died. He died young, man. Like
he
this guy could have brought a lot more to the table.
right. Yeah, Hendrix had a lot more to do, but
Yeah.
just they needed to save some skill for Eddie Van Halen.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome though. And I'll tell you what, I'm gonna wrap this up here, but I appreciate talking with you so much, man. And we're gonna
Same
have
here,
him
bro.
back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dusk, and we're gonna have him back on April 2nd when we go for the world record show. So you'll get to meet a bunch of other artists that day too.
Amazing. I can't wait, bro. I cannot wait.
Well, tell our viewers out there, where can we find you on social media and where can we hear your music? Maybe buy some merch, get a t-shirt.
Well, merch is coming soon. There's a lot of news coming soon, but they can find me on all social media under official Dusk.
All right, yeah, feel free to check them out, folks. And I'm gonna have this link up on YouTube and on Facebook, and I'll share links for their music on Facebook as well, so you people can know how to find Dusk. And check
Excellent.
out Lethal Perspective featuring Aaron. What's his last name there?
Harris. Aaron
Pettis.
Harris.
And then
Yes.
Karma Will Find You featuring Mo Steger.
Yeah.
Two kick-ass songs. You'll hear them on Asgard Radio. I played them the other day, and like I said, holy shit, that is some good, clean, hard-hitting heavy metal.
Appreciate it, brother.
Oh, we
Appreciate it.
appreciate you, man. Thanks for talking at us. And you
Thank you.
people out there, I'll catch you guys this afternoon. We got Windows 7 and Shop Talk this afternoon. So everybody, keep your horns up and stay metal, motherfuckers.